Yeah, hello traders. Welcome back to this channel. In today's video, I'm going to talk about how you can start trading even if you have just as little as $100 or even less. Okay, less than $100. How you can start your trading journey and then be successful. Okay, so we are going to talk about unique opportunities like the proprietary trading firms. Okay, I think I have some other videos that I actually talked about those, but this is going to be much more specific and more detailed. Okay, also known as the prop firms. Okay, those are the proprietary trading firms. Okay, so this firm can provide you with access to large trading capitals. An example, such trading firms are like the FTMO, the FundedNext, and then the others. Okay, so before you continue, just a little disclaimer. I'm not in any way affiliated to any of these trading platforms. I'm just using their services and I'm not in any way benefiting away from them. Okay, everything that I will show you, I'm not in any way connected to them. And so if you use them at your own risk. I've actually used some of them and I'm still using one of them. Okay, so that is just a disclaimer. You do so at your own risk. Okay. So these prop firms are companies that provide trading funds, as I said earlier, to traders with their capital. Instead of needing thousands of dollars to trade as a trader, you can start with as small fees, like I think even $50 you can even have. All right. So you just have to pay that amount or use that $50 that you have, okay, and then you go through an evaluation. All right. So before you can continue, you can get access to the trading funds that these preparatory firms provide. Okay, you just have to prove that okay, you can at least make 10% of that account that they're going to give you. So, for example, if the account is $1,000, $50,000, $100,000, whichever account that they give you, you have to prove to them that okay, you can at least make 10% out of it. Okay, you can make 10% out of it and then you are good to go. That's all that you need. And I think one thing is that you also have to make sure you don't lose up to a certain amount, okay, or up to a certain percentage. I think about 5%, and then some of the prop firms you can give like 10%. Okay, some are like 8%. So you don't have to lose up to those percentages of that total account size that they give you. Okay, so after you've passed, you can get as much as $200,000 worth of trading funds. Okay, so let's assume you have 200,000 trading capital that you're trading with, and then you make like 10% out of it. Okay, that's as much as $20,000. Okay, and then out of that $20,000, you can be given as much as 90% of it. Okay, which gives you like $18,000. Okay, so that profit that you make, you get like 90% out of it. Some are like 80%. Okay, some are 80%. If it is 80, you're going to get like 17,000. So assuming you are making 10% every month on the 200,000 worth of accounts, okay, and then you are getting 85%, which is like 17,000 every month. It's quite good amount. Yeah, so one typical example of a pro firm that I have used their service before is the FundedNext. That's how we're talking about, and then I'll be going through their charts and my accounts. Okay, and they provide traders with the opportunity to get some amount of money to trade with. Okay, as I said, so let me open their dashboard. Okay, let me open their dashboard. FundedNext. I think it should be. Yeah, so when you open the dashboard, this is the interface you get. Okay, then you can go to the start challenge. Okay, start challenge. And then you can go through their plans. Okay, you can go through their plans that they have. Okay, yeah, so you come back to that. You actually come back to that. Yeah, so let's continue. We have a number of prop firms that you can actually choose from. Okay, you have a number of prop firms you can choose from, and I'll give you a guide. Okay, steps to follow in choosing a prop firm. It's not every prop firm that you just have to just go in, and then there are some prop firms that have actually failed. Okay, I have joined some that failed along the way. Not that I lost the account actually, but the firm was closed down. Okay, they had some issues with some kind of regulations, and then they had to close down. All right, so to get the correct prop firm, I would recommend you follow these steps. Step one is to research and choose a prop firm that fits your needs. Okay, you choose a prop firm that fits your needs. Your needs are like, let's assume you have like $50 or even $32 that you want to trade with. Okay, you know that you making 100% on $32 is not going to earn you anything. Okay, 100% on $32 is like $64. Okay, you are just doubling the your money. Okay, you now have $64, and then that $64 that you have in total cannot even do anything for you. Okay, so if you're good at trading, as I said, as a prerequisite for getting some of these funds, you just have to do your research and then choose the one that best fits for you. Okay, and then you can also try and use this money to buy the challenge. Okay, so what you do next is practice on demo accounts to refine your strategy before taking on the challenge. Very, very important. As I said, you have to make sure that you can make 10% on that particular account before you can actually go ahead. Okay, before you can go ahead, you just have to make sure you can make 10% on your account. All right, before you go ahead, so you can practice more as a beginner or as a new trader. You can just practice on demo trade and then refine your strategy very well. Okay, before you go into this challenge, because when you lose the account, your money is gone. Whichever amount that you used to buy the challenge is gone. So the challenge is like it's like an exam. All right, you write an exam to prove that indeed you can trade, because no one would want to entrust their funds to anyone anywhere who would just blow up the money. Okay, so the next step is you pass the evaluation phase by following a certain rules. Okay, you follow a certain rules, and then you also manage your risk well. So after you pass the evaluation phase, okay, you start trading live account and grow the account whilst you keep some portion of the profits. Okay, you keep some portion of the profit. So these are the basic steps to get your fully funded account ready. Yes, so this is the FundedNext interface. Okay, you just have to log on to fundednext.com. Okay, and then this is the homepage. Okay, and on the homepage you can see you can earn up to 95% of profits. Okay, split and up to 300,000 trading account, and then you have some add-ons, and then no time limit in challenge phase. Yeah, so this particular one, they have some of their challenges. You don't have any time bound. Okay, so we go through the types of account that I recommend and which ones you can start with as a beginner. All right, so let's head to the start challenge. Yes, so this is the plans that they have you can choose from. Okay, So we have the stellar lights, the evaluation, and then the express. Okay. I'll be talking about the evaluation and then the stellar lights. I think with these, they all, yeah. So I think with knowing these two, you can easily apply the same principle or understanding to knowing how the other ones also work. Okay. Yeah. So with the stellar, we have different account sizes, right? From $5,000 to $100,000. Okay. And with the account size, each account has its objective that we have to meet, okay, to get the funding. Yeah, so if you are buying the 5,000, for example, you are going to pay a fee of $32, okay, a one-time fee of $32. And having this particular one, your objective one is to make 8%. Okay, you are going to make 8% in the phase one. Okay, so 8% of this 5,000 in phase one. Okay, and then the phase two, you are going to make 4%. Okay, of the 5,000 in phase two. All right, then as you trade, you're expected not to lose within a day $200, which is 4%. Okay, which is 4%. You are not supposed to lose 4% of the total account size. Okay, and then the maximum loss that you can incur is 8%. Okay, so your maximum loss is actually equal to your profits for the phase one, and then your daily loss is also equal to your phase two profit targets. Okay, and then the minimum trading days is 5 days. Okay, you have to take trades for like 5 days minimum. Okay, then you can have up to 95% profit splits. Okay, you can have up to 95% profit splits. Then news trading is allowed. In times of news releases, you can actually trade. Okay, there are some kind of the prop firms that actually don't allow news trading, and I think FundedNext also has one account type that you can't actually trade news. I don't know if they've changed that. Let me see. Yes, so Express, yes, the Express doesn't allow you to trade news. Look down here, you cannot trade news. Okay, you cannot trade it. Yeah, yeah. So and then your first reward comes in after that's 21 days. Okay, yeah, after you've passed this, you get your reward first 21 days. Okay, so that's for the light plan. Okay, that's for the light plan. And if you take a look at all these objectives, you can see that there's no time limit. Okay, there's no time limit. So if you're a beginner, I would actually recommend you go for this stellar light. It's not every day that the market is going to give you the opportunity to enter. So if you are time bound, you'll be forced to take trades that you are not supposed to take actually. Okay, you take trades that you're not supposed to take, and that's going to impact on your performance. All right, so if there was no time limit, there was no pressure on you. You just have to take your time and you get your trades with high probabilities and you are good to go. You understand? Yes. So let's head straight to the evaluation. The evaluation to you have the account sizes from $6,000 to $200,000. And then the fees that you get is you pay for the 6,000 is $49, which is almost like $50. Okay, then we have 50% profit share from challenge fees. Okay, so we have 50% profit share, 15% actually, 15% profit share from challenge fees. Yeah, so and we also have the profit targets for phase one. We are making 10%, and phase two we are making 5%. Okay, and the time limit for phase one is 4 weeks. You understand? So this is an example of the time bound account that you can have, and I wouldn't recommend this. Okay, you don't have to be under pressure to make those targets or to meet those targets. All right. So phase one, you are supposed to complete it in 2 weeks. Sorry, 4 weeks, which is just a month. Then the phase two, you have to make do that in 2 months. All right. A maximum loss of 5%, and then that's the daily maximum loss. All right. And then the daily overall maximum loss is 10% on this particular account. Okay. The minimum trading days is also 5 days, and then the profit split up to 95 days. And then we have trading, news trading is allowed. Okay, the first reward is monthly. Okay, the first reward is monthly. Yeah, so I wouldn't recommend the evaluation because of the time bound. Okay, because of the time restrictions that we're going to have. Yeah, but you can have a feel of it, to be under pressure. I don't like any pressure myself. Yeah, so that's for the stellar and then the evaluation. I said I'll talk about these two, but let me talk about let's take a look at the stellar as well. So the stellar, you can have a much higher account size than the lights. Okay, that's 6,000 to 200,000, but the minimum for the light is 5,000. Okay, and then the fee for the stellar is, I think, much higher as well. 32 in the lights compared to 59 dollars. Okay, then have any, so in the lights you're not going to have any profit share, but in the stellar you're going to have a profit share of 15%, and then we're also going to have 8% profit targets as in the stellar, the same thing. And then that's for the phase one, and then the phase two you're going to have 5%. Okay, so this one to much higher profit target in the phase two than the stellar lights. So we have the maximum daily loss of 5%, then the overall loss of 10%. Okay, the minimum trading days or 5 days, and then profit split up to 95 days. Yeah, so the news trading is allowed, and then first reward is monthly. In the stellar, the first reward is 21 days. Yeah, so those are some of the basic differences between the light and then the stellar. I would actually go in for the stellar light, because why not? It's much cheaper. Okay, that's why I said if you're a beginner, you don't have much money, as little as $50. Okay, you can go in for the stellar lights, which you are going to pay like $32, just $32, and you can have an account to try your hands on. If you pass, you get this 5,000 worth of funds to trade with. Okay, yeah, so that is it with the challenges. Let me log into my accounts or my dashboard, and then just to show you that I have an account with them. Yeah, so I have one stellar lights, sorry, one stellar lights, which is 5K, and then the other one 10K. Okay, and yeah, so far I'm just in a profit of $14, and then on the 5K, and then on the other one, the 10K, I have just $25. Yeah, so let's see. Yeah, so if you've been watching my weekly market review and expectation, you would notice that the market has not been in my favor for the past 2 weeks, so there was no trade for me. Yeah, so that's the beauty of trading. When the market is not in your favor, you just hold on. Okay, I'm actually in it, and I would encourage you guys to try it out, but you have to make sure you're responsible for whatever you do with your money. All right, thank you for watching.